Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Oh my God, Chloe, you are not going to believe this. I think it might be over with Mark. I'm sitting here in my room surrounded by all these stupid half-packed boxes, and I feel like my entire future just crumbled into a pile of dust. You know the plan, right? The whole grand adventure. Me finally landing this incredible job and moving across the country to be with him. Everything was set. My last day is next week. This was happening, but I've been a nervous wreck. I'm moving thousands of miles away from everything. My family, God, Chloe, you know how they are. With my mom's health stuff, leaving right now just feels selfish. The guilt is eating me alive. It's this crazy mix of being unbelievably excited but also just bone-deep terrified. And the biggest thing is Mark is going to be my only person out there. My entire support system, my entire social life will be him. And that's a lot of pressure. I need him to actually be a rock. I need more from him emotionally. I've also been having these bigger, scarier thoughts. Like, what if in 5 years we're totally different people? What if our core values just shift? I'm literally about to uproot my entire existence for this relationship, and I just needed to know that we were on the same page. So a few days ago, I decided to be a brave, grown-up woman and actually talk to him about it. It took so much for me to do this. You know how hard it is for me to be vulnerable. That's a huge deal, so I just let it all out. So we were on the phone, just having a normal conversation about my flight this weekend. And I just took a deep breath and was like, "Hey, can we talk about something serious for a minute?" He said sure, so I told him how scared I was about leaving my family, how much I was going to need his emotional support, and how I needed to feel like he was really, truly there for me, not just physically but emotionally. I told him I was worried about us growing apart, about our long-term goals not aligning, and how this move felt like this massive, irreversible step, and I just needed some reassurance. I was crying a little bit. My voice was shaking. I literally poured my entire heart and all my insecurities out onto the floor for him. It was terrifying. I felt so raw, so exposed. I finally finished, and I was just sitting there, clutching my phone, my heart pounding in my chest, just waiting for him to say something. I was hoping for, "Babe, I hear you, it's going to be okay. We're a team, we'll figure it out together. I'm here for you no matter what." That's all I needed, just to feel seen. There was this silence on the other end of the line. It stretched on for what felt like an eternity. And then, Chloe, then he says, in this completely flat, unaffected voice, "Is that it? Is that it?" I swear to God, I thought I misheard him. It was like he'd slapped me across the face. All of that vulnerability, all of that courage it took me to say those things, and that's what I get. A question that basically means, "Are you done whining now?" I was so heartbroken I could barely breathe. I whispered, "What? Is that really all you have to say to me right now?" And then it gets worse. He lets out this little sigh like I'm the one being difficult. And he says, "Look, you just worry too much about the what-ifs. You always do this." And then he has the audacity to say, "You know your new career is kind of volatile. You can't be having all these worries all the time. You just need to stop. Just need to stop." He didn't acknowledge a single thing I said. He just dismissed me. He wrote off every single fear, every painful feeling as me being hysterical. And the worst part, Chloe, is that so many of my fears come directly from my childhood. For him to basically tell me that my feelings are stupid was just crushing. I just kind of shut down. And the second the call ended, I just completely fell apart. Now, everything is different. I look at these boxes and I don't feel excitement anymore. I feel dread. How can I move across the country for him when he made me feel so small and so alone? I don't want to move in with him anymore. I honestly don't even know if I want to be with him anymore. So now I have this massive problem. I'm supposed to fly out to see him this weekend. And now I feel like I'm flying out there for an execution. So what do I do? This is where I need you. I don't want to completely blindside him. I mean, from his perspective, it was just a normal phone call where I was being a little worried, and he gave me some practical advice. He probably has no idea that he dropped a nuclear bomb on our relationship. And maybe I am overreacting. Am I? God, tell me if I am. But my gut is screaming at me that this was a giant, waving, red flag. So here are my options. Option 1, I call him before the trip. I say something like, Hey, what you said the other day deeply hurt me. It made me question everything, and we need to have a very serious conversation about it when I see you this weekend. That way, he has time to think. He's not completely ambushed when I walk through the door with thunderclouds over my head. But is that just dragging it out, creating weird tension before I even get there? Or option two, I just go. I pretend everything is fine on the phone until I get there. And then, once we're face to face, I sit him down and tell him everything. I tell him how his words broke my heart and how I can't move in with him, and maybe can't be with him if that's how he's going to treat my feelings. It feels more honest to do it in person, but God, it also feels so cruel, like I'm setting him up for an ambush. I'm just so lost, Chloe. My whole life was pointed in this one direction, and now the compass is just spinning wildly. All I know is that I can't unhear what he said, and I can't unfeel how it made me feel. What do I do? Seriously, tell me what to do.